Please be seated. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. John Butler, President Douglas Baker, Executive Vice President and Provost, Professor Raymond Alden, Professor Emeritus Clive Nero, Vice President Lisa Freeman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am most honored to be here today among the distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, administrators, and faculty members of Northern Illinois University at DeKalb, Illinois. Thank you very much for conferring me and honoring me of Doctor of Human Letters and also an honorable member of Phi Beta Delta. It's very hard for me because I consider myself one of the education administrator, but maybe not a very distinguished one. But so I feel honored to be part of the NIU chapter. It is my first visit to NIU. In fact, I've known the university for a long time by the professors, for example, Professor Lear, and maybe it's because one of my classmates got a PhD in history from here. Unfortunately, due to her teaching responsibility, she cannot come with me today. I have learned that besides the university's strength in history, it offers diversified academic programs in art, science, engineering, business, etc. I also learned that this university established a Center of Southeast Asian Studies in 1963, and the center has contributed to the world by increasing the knowledge and understanding of the 11 Southeast Asian countries. It also offers training in Southeast Asian languages. And well, I would like to add a bit that I read your recent book on Southeast Asia. It has only appeared this year. A good book. That helped me to understand more of my own region. In fact, I also, as the president said, I graduated in history, but my area was Southeast Asia. And because at that time, maybe due to the Vietnam War, this subject is very popular. But when I finished my education, the focus of the history is shifted to the Middle East. So maybe I use, but anyway, I am teaching Southeast Asian studies and something related, so I can still have a good use of my studies. In fact, in my life, I have the opportunity to go to travel the country, and there are good things, bad things, but things that I have seen, and so I promised myself that when I grow up, I would like to do something for my country in a way. It is the maybe it is the sentiment of patriotic or nationalistic, which is not always a good thing. But I read a lot that some people were quite concerned about this. But in my idea as teenager, I think that the nationalistic feeling means have to do something for the people of Thailand. So education is my first interest, and the purpose of studying education is to try to provide every child or even adult an opportunity to have good education to the highest level and the fullest of child's capacity. I started with few primary schools in the remote area in Thailand, and later on we used a technique which is called the school mapping, and we used this remote sensing or technique to pinpoint the community, and then we send some people, especially the policemen, because some places it's too difficult to us civilian to get there. So we see how many people in the community and how many children who need education, and we find the right places to build school. Now my education development projects expand to cover secondary education, vocational, technical education, and higher education through formal, non-formal, and informal education. Some students from the remote area have made it to the universities, both in Thailand and abroad. When I started my education project, I first focused on disadvantaged and the average groups, like me, like myself. I'm average, but I have the access to good education, so I can do something. Now, as the chair of Foundation for Promotion of Academic Olympiad and the Development of Science Education, founded by my late aunt, Princess Kalyani Watana, I also take care of gifted students. For the children in the remote areas to learn well, first we must take care of their health. I used to help improve health of individuals and families before, but I did that one by one. Later, I have found that the schools are the perfect place where more people can have access to knowledge and services on health, nutrition, agriculture, food processing, and food preservation, etc. Children learn how to do gardening and raising animals and fish for food, and the access for sale. And this is at first I thought only for to give good food to children, but now I learned from American documentary film that if you get the green and inorganic food or vegetable, and then just paint it and cook it right away, it is far better food than the food from the store. Children have learned how to do gardening and raising animals.